I was just sitting here with a bunch of gods, and we were talking about how, like, we don't know how many husband humans actually will all the way make it to being an actual husband. I mean, they gotta shoot lightning and shit out their dicks. You know, I don't know if a human can become God's daddy. And a bunch of gods were dreaming about a little tiny human, you know, treating them like they're daddy. And being like, now Zeus, now I'm your father, Zeus. And they're this little, and Zeus is like the biggest fucker out there in the sky. That's the gods right now. The gods are thinking about Zeus being like, but dad. I mean, I get it. The gods wanted to dream a really big fun dream. And these are big fun dreams that a little tiny human could become God's daddy. But like, I don't know how many are going to make it. The gods and I like to talk all the time about, but how many are going to make it? Or would anybody really even make it? I don't know. I guess we're going to find out. They got to pass every test and become powerful enough. Like, there's a lot of stuff. And the gods try to walk them through, like walking through step by step to get to wherever it was. They worked so hard from childhood to be, you know, but because every husband worked really hard to be whatever husband they'd want to be. Maybe just the husband that helps take care of angels, because like taking care of gods was too much for them to try to figure out how to, you know, earn by the time they were an adult. So sometimes most of these husbands, they start at like 2 years old, embryo you wish, but they usually start at like 2 years old, 3, 4, 5 years old. So like they work with gods spiritually to find out what their skills and abilities are as little potential husbands. And from like 2 years old and stuff, they sit with gods like they're big, smart, massive giants in a meeting, formulating what they want to be by the time they become adults. Whether they'd want to try to be an angel's daddy, a God's daddy, just maybe the daddy that helps run heavens or hells and doesn't really have to play literal dad too much with the angels or gods, and is more of like a generic management kind of daddy. And it's kind of fun to watch these little kids dream big with gods, and they have worked and worked and worked all these years to be this amazing as adults. You know, but will they ultimately make it? I don't know, because gods always give you tests and stuff to make sure you're worthy of, you know, whatever gifts God give you or whatever titles God give you. So, I mean, how are they going to do when they get there? I don't really know, but like, we like to talk about it because it's just fun and silly to watch the human try to be the giant. It is kind of cute. Little tiny humans that dreamed really big from childhood, and they really can become everything and anything with the power of God, and God's down here. But like, will they make it? Will they actually become those things? We don't really know. But like, it's a fun game to think about. What's the human gonna be one day, maybe? Will they really be telling Zeus he's grounded? Of course, we know it'll probably just be for the silly fun. You know, that would be kind. You know, we've never made nobody grounded. It makes me think like, that'd be so fun to be like, hey, let's go play You're Grounded with the gods. Like, we're not those kind of parents as gods, but it sounds really cute. Hang out on this planet for a while and you want to play all these weird, silly, stupid human games with all the gods. Well, let's just hope it all works out and they win. And then, so now we're talking about it because we're going to start making videos. We're going to start making videos about how the husbands are doing in their walk with the gods and if they're actually making it. Or like, you know, some kind of fun stories about how they tried real hard but didn't make it or something. We're going to start adding that stuff.